just being taught the vocation, some not even the vocation. So I think teaching how to make money in school should be a subject. And for the second part, how would I teach it? Well, I mean, you like they have to just conduct the student, take them out into the market, not as in market, like the business market, and teach them how it's done. Like, yeah.
Is trimming my hair.
Yeah, that would be
I
one
really
for me.
hate that rule. Like, some of us are hairy, and now the price of hair cutting in Ghana is very high, and some of us can't afford it. So I think that rule too is something very difficult for me to follow. Yeah, I don't like cutting my hair, but I don't know for others. Yeah.
Well, me it would be like trimming my cutting my fingernails, because I really like to keep my fingernails for some strange reason. To me, what do you keep it for? I don't know, but I just like to keep my nails. I don't like short nails, so that is a really like. Hi guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Vibes with Phil. Yeah, today is a Q&A with my senior high school sisters. So let them introduce themselves. My name is Sheila.
And I'm Erica.
Okay, so today is just a Q&A. It's it's going to be kind of a discussion. So join us. Let's vibe. So we are going to begin with the first question. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to bring up the question, but if you think you can answer, then you just answer. Right?
Okay. Sure.
So let's start. So the first question is, what isn't a subject in school that you think should be? How would you teach it? What isn't a subject in school that you think it should be?
Okay.
Who's going to answer that?
Erica.
Erica?
What isn't a subject in school that
Shola? Okay,
I
yeah.
think should be?
For me, I would say making money. Yeah, because I mean, we are going to school and we are not being taught how to make money. We are just being taught the vocation, some not even the vocation. So I think teaching how to make money in school should be a subject. And for the second part, how would I teach it? Well, I mean, you like they have to just conduct the student, take them out into the market, not as in market, like the business market, and teach them how it's done. Like, yeah. Okay. This question is well answered, I think, because we are all going to school for money. At the end of the day, it's just money that we are going to be working for. So why don't just they go straight to the point to teach us how to make the money instead of we struggling with books for so many years just to even end up jobless.
Yeah.
So let's move to the next question. So, what is your favorite subject in school? And also tell me about the best project or activity you have ever done in that subject. So I think Erica is going to answer this, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
My favorite subject in school right now is biology.
Uh-huh.
And the best project that or activity I've ever done in that subject was about dissection. Yeah, where we dissected the rabbit. I was scared at first, and I didn't want the rabbit to be killed. So I cried in class.
Oh Jesus!
Like I was telling my teacher that we shouldn't kill the rabbit because I love rabbits. But later on, I was involved in the activity. Actually, I held the animal for my teacher for him to cut the neck. Yeah, for the animal to die for the project.
That's okay. Wow.
So
You killed a rabbit.
I tried, and I loved it though. It was
Wow.
fun. It was
Yeah, we could see
in school.
All right. Let's move on to the next question. If you could wake up tomorrow fluent in two other languages, which would you choose and why? This one, I think we are all going to see this. Okay, if I could wake up tomorrow fluent in two languages, that would be Chinese and Korean. I love how they speak, like with their it's like their actions and all of that. So anytime I watch a Chinese movie, I just try to pick one or two things up. So yeah, Chinese and Korean. I don't know which specific one. All I know is I want to learn Chinese and Korean. Wow.
Okay, so for me, I want to learn Korean language and French. Yeah, I love French, but I can't speak, so I want to learn French.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking they would mention French. She has mentioned French. Or maybe Spanish. But everyone has their preferences. So let's move on. So the next question is, where would your dream field trip be? Why? And what would you do there? Your dream field trip. Where would it be? Do you have an answer to that?
Think so.
Erica, do you have an answer?
Nah, I don't think so. I don't have
Well,
any
you guys
answer
will
to
think
this.
about it. Okay, we'll come back to that
Yes.
later. So let's move on. If you could outlaw one thing in school, what would it be?
What would it be?
You're answering.
There's one law in school that I think I don't agree with it, and I don't know why they even brought that law. And that is no phones are allowed in schools. I think phones are needed in school. They are very necessary at some point. Students should be allowed to bring their phones to school because sometimes something may happen to that particular student, or maybe the student may be needing something. So the phone to call or something like that. Or maybe when there is a project or a question in class, they can use that phone for research. But in Ghana here, we don't use phones for that. But when you go to outside the country, people use phones for research works. But in Ghana here, when a teacher sees you using your phone in class, in Africa to be precise, in Africa, when you use your phone in class, teachers may think you are using the phone for something bad. I don't blame them because some students don't use the phones wisely or when they are supposed to
Thank
use
God
it.
you said that yourself.
Yeah, they don't use it when they are supposed to do so. That is why the teachers are like, we shouldn't bring our phones to school. But when we bring our phones to school, I think they should seize the phone at some point, right? They should seize it and give it back to us when we are supposed to use it, so that we'll know when we are supposed to use the phone and when we are not supposed to do
Then I
so.
think it should just be maybe the school providing you with a laptop or iPads for all schools. So you can use it when it's time for research.
Yeah.
That one is better than saying a student is supposed to bring his or her phone to school.
Yeah, for now they are not providing it for us.
I think there was a proposition that there will be iPads for all senior high school students.
Yeah. So since that iPad is not in yet, they should allow us to bring our phones so that we use that for the meantime. So when the iPads are ready, we leave our phones at home and come to school and use the iPad they gave to us.
Okay, that's your answer.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move to the next one, guys. So our next question is, were you bored today? Why do you think that is? Am I even understanding the question? Were you bored today? Why do you think that is?
So they are like, what made you bored? So why did that thing made you bored?
Okay.
Yeah, that's how
Okay,
they
so
are
if you have an
trying.
answer, do you have an answer? I don't think I've been bored today because
Yeah.
today has been one exciting day.
Okay. Same here.
Okay, then let's just move on. So, what's the best part of your day at school and why? Just hearing this question, me myself, I have a best part. When way back in school, we had this best part of the day that when we all hear it, we are happy. Especially primary school and in GHS. Because I went to a boarding school in SHS, so that part wasn't there. It wasn't as exciting as back in GHS. But let's hear the senior high school students. Okay. So for me, closing has always been the best part of the day in school because when I hear closing, please, like I just get so excited. So since primary to GHS, and I'm a day student, so closing is always the best part of school. Like yeah, I do think as a student, why should you be happy closing from school? Like it sounds so funny, but anyways, we can't sleep in school, right?
Yeah.
All work and no play. Say
Rich jacket, dull boy.
okay.
Period.
Per. So let's move on. Um, which is the most difficult rule to follow in school? Why do you think that is? Is there a difficult rule to follow in school? I think I should take that.
Yeah. So as I said before, not bringing our phones
So
to
it still
school.
stands at that.
Yeah, I'm still on that point.
Then it's
And another one is trimming my hair.
yeah, that would be
I really
one.
hate that rule. Like some of us are hairy, and now the price of hair cutting in Ghana is very high, and some of us can't afford it. So I think that rule too is something very difficult for me to follow. Yeah, I don't like cutting my hair, but I don't know for others. Yeah.
Well, me it would be like trimming or cutting my fingernails because I really like to keep my fingernails for some strange reason. To me, what do you keep it for? I don't know, but I just like to keep my nails. I don't like short nails, so that is a really like great rule that I don't find it fun following. So yeah, cutting my fingernails. Yeah, guys, that's what they're saying. I'm not an high school student, so I'll answer this. But what was yours when you were in school? Mine. A rule in school that I hate. Mm, I don't know. Pretending to be in the boarding house, like there were a lot of rules. There were a lot of things. Yeah, waking up early. You know and me, I'm not a fan of waking up very early. So that's one thing, especially in Form 1, was really crazy. And also, there was one particular rule that our headmaster brought. That was um coming to school either a day, 2 days, 3 days after reopening. You would have to read for a week or something like that. That was one crazy rule that I'll never forget.
Boarding
And I was a
house in
victim
Ghana.
of that. Yeah, so I'll never forget that. So let's move to the next question. What's something you are really good at in school? What's something you're really good? Something I'm really good at in school. Yeah, it could be subjects, it could be activities in school, it could
What
be
I'm
anything.
really good at in school is anytime the teacher asks a question in class, I think I find it very difficult to put my hands down when a question asked me in class. Even when I'm not sure of my answer, I have to answer the question because
Second that.
my classmates are like, even if they know, they'll keep it to themselves.
Yeah.
So for me to not make the teacher feel bad
Bad,
or
yeah.
somehow, I have to raise my hand in class and answer.
It's like
Even though some people will be like, she's like, she knows
So
everything.
everything,
I don't
yeah.
care. I'll answer because I don't want the teacher to feel like we are ignoring him or something.
Yeah. I thought it was only me who had that feeling, but for me it would be drawing because I really love drawing. Yeah, they know, and I'm really good at it. Not really, but I'm good at it. So yeah, that would be what I'm good at. Okay, we are still on school. So let me ask this. Oh, where's the question?
Tell me an interesting fact you know or learned recently that I don't know. Is there something?
Yeah, sure.
There's something. Tell us.
Well, I learned recently that you are who like you think, like you are what you think. So whatever is going on in your head right now, like what you are so when you are constantly saying I'm bad at this, I'm bad at that, you definitely be bad at that thing. Like it's automatic. Yeah. That's
So
it.
it simply means you should believe in yourself. Yeah. Okay. So we'll be moving on to friends and relationships, things relating to them. So let me ask, what makes a good friend? What do you think makes someone a good friend? I can say this person is a good friend. What do you think?
What makes a good friend is when one shares his or her things with you, even when they don't have some, or when that person advises you every time or gives you advice on everything you do. Yeah, that person makes a very good friend for me.
Okay.
Okay. For me, it's when the person is there for you, even when in he's in his or her bad time. Like yeah. So the person being there for you despite facing his or her own problems. I think that's what makes a really good friend.
Then I think you guys really have some good friends.
Yeah.
You can't tell.
Okay, let's move on to our next question. So, do you think social media helps make or maintain friendship? And why? Why or why not?
Well, I think Erica should take this. I'm not a social media person.
Okay, okay. So, Erica, tell us, do you think social media
Mm,
helps make or maintain friends?
it helps maintain friendships for me, but sometimes when you need an advice on how to keep keep a conversation with your friend or to keep someone as a friend, one day you'll be scrolling through your phone and then
You
you
can find
find
them
a
on social
video.
media.
Yeah, you find the one on social media, and that video may be something you are looking for a very long time, but you never found it, but you found it on social media. So social media helps make or maintain friendships.
And I'll be
Yeah.
going on social media more often.
You
Yeah, I
should.
think you too should do so.
Yeah.
They should. So, what is your favorite thing about yourself? Is there something that you like about yourself? Yeah.
Well, I'd say I'm very sociable, even though some part of me is introverted because I was brought up in a home of introverts, very bad introverts. But it's like amongst my sisters, I'm different. That's what I'd say. I don't know, but that's what they also say about me that I'm different. But it's true though, because when I go outside, even though I'm shy to be in the midst of people, I have to try and converse with the people. So one thing about me is at home I was brought up an introvert, but I made myself an extrovert. Yeah.
So I think that is for your own benefit. As for me, I would say one favorite thing about myself that I love so much is how I can mask up my fears and like be confident. So most of the times people will be like, like you're confident like me, like am I really that confident? I'm not really. But when I get out there I have to put away all those things and like be my confident self, and I can really do it well that it makes people think I am confident.
Confident.
So yeah, that's my favorite part.
So this should actually tell you that like it's not what you see outside that's really
True,
Yeah.
yeah.
people must not lay up. So let's move on. Let's go to experiences and some
First.
yeah, interests. So what's your favorite song right now?
My favorite song right
One
now.
funny thing about me, I don't know. I don't have a favorite song. Like I'm not the song type. I'm not the person who listens to songs. Even though there are some songs that I'll hear and like it sounds good to me, but I'm not a fan of songs. So let's hear from them.
Actually, I'm a fan of music, so I love every song I hear at the moment. So I don't have any favorite song. I can't tell that this song is actually my favorite amongst other songs. So every song is my favorite. I won't choose one.
But I do have a favorite song. I think "Stars to Your Beautiful." Like that really, that song is really inspiring. I really don't remember. But "Stars to Your Beautiful," it's really inspiring. So please check it out. Okay.
Alright, so can you recommend any TV shows or YouTube videos? I don't know if you guys watch TV shows or YouTube videos.
Recommend
Actually,
any
watch
TV
TV
shows.
shows, yeah. Especially YouTube. Tell us. I mean, from the beginning. It's inspiring and educative
I
videos to
think
us.
there's this YouTube channel by Tampo. Like she really inspires young women and girls. So I think yeah, Tampo. That's
Okay.
Tampo.
Some call. So go check it out. So let's move on. We'll be answering some few questions. Then I'm gonna bring this video to an end. So tell me about the time you laughed the hardest. Like you really laughed. The time that made you laugh. Is there any?
Anytime that made me laugh the hardest, not really. Recently, no time has made me laugh the hardest.
Oh, okay. Then let's just move to the next one. You can't have all these experiences. So what is the most challenging part of your life right now? What's the most challenging? What challenges are you facing in life right
Um, how I'm growing at this point, it's really challenging for me. Like I'm supposed to be growing toward this age, but I'm stuck at a point, and it's really challenging. Yeah, people will see you outside and be like, "Hey, you are still short. You're this. You're like this. You're like this." So at this point, my teenage is my challenge now.
now? So
Yeah,
you think you're not growing?
I'm growing in terms of weight, but not in height. Yeah. So I want that to improve.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
For me, that would be school. It's really hard coping with all the subjects. I mean, you have to learn all the subjects for about 3 years and take about a month and a half or something to take our final exams, and it's really challenging because you don't know which questions are dropping and which are not. So taking in those all those information is like really difficult.
Okay. So can you tell me about an achievement or experience you're really proud of? And why is it important? Tell me about do you have an achievement or experience you're really proud of? Okay, there should be something. Don't you think? No? No? So should we move on?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so what's something you really wish adults understood about kids today? Sorry. What's something you wish adults understood about kids today?
But kids are also right.
Mm.
Yeah. At some point, kids are right. But in our African homes, our parents are always right. That's what Africans think. So I think that I wish our adults should understand kids at this point in life, because where we are heading to, kids' opinions are, I don't know how to put it, but they are needed in the home.
But now I can also classify myself as an adult. So to my fellow adults, I also think you adults should also understand that like kids also have their own opinions, they have their dreams, they have what they want to do, they have what makes them feel happy.
Yeah, and what brings out their
Yeah.
confidence. Yeah.
So it should allow them to do that. Okay. So we would be answering the last question, then we bring this to one end. Okay, so if you had 1 year to spend $1 million, how would you spend it? So for this last question, I'm going to be expecting answers from
Both of you. Okay. So let's go.
$1 million.
How would you spend?
I would further my education and then start up a business.
Now your education is going to finish. So what are you going to do
Yeah.
with the money? Or you put it down?
I'm going to keep it. I'm going to save that money. When I'm done with my senior high school, I'm going to further my education and then start up a business whilst I'm schooling. So that it's a huge sum of money in Ghana, not in USA. So I'm going to use that money to further my education in Ghana here and then start up a business so that after school I'll also get something from the business. Like I'll getting a capital from the business I'm doing. Yeah.
Okay, so for me, I wouldn't wait till I complete school because I have like 2 more years. So I'll just start up a business like immediately because I already have business plans in my head.